There was a time I couldn't walk past a mirror without looking away. Not because I didn't see potential, but because I couldn't stand the reflection. When I was 10, I was called the chubby cute boy. People smiled at my round cheeks and laughed at my silly jokes. Back then, the weight was just a part of who I was. Nothing more, nothing less. But everything changed far too quickly. When I turned 12, the word cute disappeared. In its place came whispers, mocking glances, and cruel nicknames. I wasn't a person to them anymore. I became the punchline. Laughter still surrounded me, but it wasn't mine. And soon, I stopped smiling too. I began to shrink, not in size, but in spirit. I began hiding from mirrors that reminded me of who I was told not to be, from photos that froze me in a version of myself I didn't want to see, and eventually from myself because even I couldn't look without judgment. I disappeared into silence, hoping the world would forget I was there. But somewhere deep inside, I still wished someone would see me. Not the shape of me, not the jokes about me, but me. One moment changed everything. I was sitting in an exam hall and saw this senior walk in. This guy had the kind of physique you only see in movies. He didn't say a word, but he demanded attention from everyone. And in that moment, I didn't wish to be him. I just wished I could borrow his body just for a day, just to know what it felt like to be seen. That was the spark. I needed to change, but it wasn't easy. I began working out at 12. I would go hard for 2 weeks and then quit. It wasn't until I turned 13 that something in me truly flipped. I told myself, this time, no matter what, I would stay consistent. I began with what I had. No gym, no fancy equipments, just the floor, gravity, and willpower. Push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, day by day, rep by rep, and over the course of a year, I built something real. I didn't need a gym membership to get started, but once I built the foundation, then I took it to the next level and got a gym membership. 6 months in, I started seeing changes, not just in the mirror, but in my mind. I was more confident, more alive. But the hardest part? Accepting that a real transformation takes time, especially when you start from behind. I had to trust the process before I could see any results. Eventually, though, I felt like I've made it. I was up there, fit, confident, happy. But it all came crashing down. One trip to Saudi Arabia threw me off completely. Late nights, bad routines, different choices. When I came back, I wasn't the same. I had lost the body I worked years to build, and that broke me because I didn't just want to be good. I wanted to be the best of my age, of my bloodline, and seeing that slip away hurt like hell. But pain can either paralyze you or it can push you. So I picked up the phone, opened Instagram, and made a promise. 30 days. I had lost it all in 30 days. I would gain it all back in 30 more. And this time, I wouldn't do it in silence. I would document every step of the way. That video got over 20 million views. And for the first time, I didn't just feel seen. I felt supported. People all over the world joined me. DMs poured in saying my journey gave them hope, gave them the push they needed to start their own. I could finally call myself an influencer, not because of my followers, but because I was making a positive impact. But none of this would have happened if I hadn't changed one thing, my perspective. Because it's not about the gym, losing weight, or going viral. It's about how you see yourself, how you see your struggle. At one point, the mirror was my enemy, and now it's a reflection of the work I've done and the work still yet to do. So if you're sitting there today feeling stuck, insecure, or not enough, good. That means you're aware. That means you're right where you need to be. Now, change your lens and then change your life.